Welcome back to another episode of Spectrum Talks. I'm Alex. I've got in the room with me Matt, Leo, Dieter, Brad, Bobby, and Riley. Today we're going to be talking about love and sports. This is coming out on Valentine's Day 2020. So yeah, maybe you'll learn something.
Idea. I love it.
How did we each acquire a taste for sports despite being on the spectrum?
And dead silence.
Riley, I'll start with you.
I think Riley wants to say something. Just pick a mic there for him.
Okay. I'd say I found my love of sports through my dad, who was a student athletic trainer at UT in the mid-'80s. His love for athletics transferred over to me when I was at Lipscomb and actually in the athletic department. Because I interned with the basketball team and then, pun intended, ran over to track and cross country. And ran with track and cross country for the rest of my time in the Ideal program. And I'm still loyal to that team to this day.
Do we know of any autistic people that actually play in like professional sports?
I'm sure there are.
I'm sure there are,
Yeah.
but
No?
I've never looked into
Yeah.
it.
I mean, I think it's just the love of sports is universal. I don't think it matters if
It's not quite universal.
you don't think so.
The other guy named Matt says he's not a sports guy.
But my point was, I think the love for sports is a universal thing. I don't think it matters if you have autism or not. You're going to either like it or not, because to some people there is an appeal to the sport, right?
Well, to some degree, I want to define. I am not a dedicated sports guy all the time who likes sports sort of person. I like sports in the sense that it's a place where people gather around to root for someone or a group or a team or organization. But, Leo, to your point, I am more of a casual sort of sports fan. I'm not the type of person that constantly watches every single category of sports all the time. So, in a sense, no, I'm not a, true sports fan, but I appreciate sports. I do watch them, but I'm not, I don't know.
Is there any just single specific sport you will just keep watching? Do you watch football? Do you watch soccer? Something like that?
Well, soccer, I'm really excited for.
Because a sports fan doesn't need to like every sport. They just need to like a sport in general.
I watch them occasionally. I don't watch them all the time. But when I say I'm not a sports fan, I mean, I'm not a hardcore sports fan, I guess, what I'm trying to point out.
But you are a sports fan because you do watch sports. You enjoy watching sports.
Yeah.
Does just watching make you a fan, though?
Debatable.
I would have to say that it depends on if you're watching it when there's nothing else to watch.
Now,
That would be you're not watching it for watching it. You're just watching it so that you're seeing something. But otherwise, if it's something you're just flipping to purposefully, then yes, you're watching it for a purpose. You're watching it to enjoy it, to be a fan.
so back to
Definitely.
Leo.
Leo likes all the mascots. He enjoys those.
That's what I hear.
Yeah.
Isn't there, seriously, I feel like I've heard of this. Is there not something called, Battle of the Mascots or something where, all the mascots go to one field and...
There was the Capital One Mascot Challenge, but for some crazy reason, it's been discontinued.
I wonder why.
Well, we should research that.
But that's exactly how I acquired taste for sports,
Okay, that's
which
cool.
can only mean one thing. I'm always rooting for the team whose mascot is wearing a full outfit.
What if both of them are wearing a full outfit?
Boom.
Is it the bigger outfit, the more colorful outfit, the fluffier outfit? What then?
The
I think this
outfit
conversation
that
has gotten-
the outfit that covers a body, neckline to knees.
Right, but what if they both do that? Like Mizzou Tigers versus the
UT?
Sure. Or the Sooners.
Then I'm rooting for Tennessee State.
Okay, so it's Oklahoma Sooners?
Yeah.
Oklahoma Sooners versus MU Tigers. Both their mascots are full body, foot to head.
One
Who are you
thing
rooting
I've
for?
always been. Sorry. Okay, continue.
Okay. Well, if both mascots are wearing full outfits, then I'm basically rooting for the team with the less cheesy mascot. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Gotcha. Whichever one looks more real.
Or just
Yes.
less cheese.
Yeah.
I
Swiss
don't.
cheese.
I don't mean cheese literally.
I know. I'm just messing with
Yeah,
you.
like
I know.
somebody has a cheese head, that would be stupid compared to a cool lion or predator.
Don't make fun of the Green Bay Packers.
They don't have a mascot.
Shots fired at any Green Bay Packers fans who are listening.
I went to Wisconsin once, and they love cheese. So
Yeah, I'm a fan of cheese, so.
yeah.
Wisconsin's just a cool state. Anyway.
Yeah. I know. I've been
Side
there.
tangent, real quick. Who's
So
been to
before you knock
Milwaukee?
try it before you knock something.
There's a
Coolest
restaurant
thing.
there called the Safe House.
Mhm.
On Google, it's listed as permanently closed. It's a spy-themed restaurant.
Right.
If you go in the door, you make it to like an office. Like it just and it references Bond. It's import-export business is the sign on the front door, and then they will not let you in unless you know how to do this. It looks like an office, but on one of the bookshelves, there's a book that you pull and the shelf moves to the
I
side.
saw that
and
when
you
I
go
was going to
through,
Oshkosh.
and it's a burger joint. The bathrooms have one-way mirrors, so from the bathroom you can look at the whole restaurant, but from the restaurant it just looks
Right.
like a mirror. All sorts of stuff, and then most people just go out this exit door in the front. But and again, nobody will tell you this, but if there's way at the back of the restaurant, there's a door that says employees only. If you go through that, pick up a phone, it'll tell you like, okay, dial these numbers, and you dial the numbers. And then it asks you for a password. And if you know the password, which is always, I'm looking for a safe house, the wall of the room that you're in slides back and you can go out like a back door to the restaurant. It's a
Then you
super
can
cool
order,
experience.
and
Yeah, you eat there and then that's how you would leave. It's
Yeah.
one of the coolest things I've ever
Yeah,
done.
it's like there's a Chicago restaurant where you see the hostess stand, and there's a whole other restaurant that most everybody goes to, but you see a small alley to the side, not alley, but hallway, and you see there's a whole different restaurant back there. But
That's
unless
awesome.
you know the right words to say, they won't even acknowledge that hallway's right there. You're like, what's
Really?
that? They're just not even going to. Like, what are you talking
Dang.
about? You know, and if you know the password, you got the reservation, then you
Right.
can go eat there. But otherwise,
That's
there's
so
like,
cool.
what are you talking about? There's nothing there.
That's awesome.
Yay, Air Venture and the Milwaukee Bucks are both super cool.
Did you say
But-
EAA Air Venture?
Yes,
I've been
but
there. I went there. I can show you pictures. I went there, and it was amazing.
well, what I was gonna say was
Jet fuel and loud sounds and
All
rock
right,
music and
let-
beer.
Don't
Matt,
no.
Let Leo talk.
okay. So Yay, Air Venture and the Milwaukee Bucks are both super cool, as I was saying, but the University of Wisconsin is really not.
You didn't think it was cool?
They're not cool at all.
There you go.
There you go. Heard it here
That's
first.
a t-shirt.
Heard it here first.
That's
Leo
a
talking
t-shirt.
smack about Wisconsin.
They're not cool at all, Leo.
I see how it is. I see how it is.
That is a
Quotation
t-shirt.
marks. They're not cool at all, Leo. I love it.
We need little quippy like sticky note, not sticky notes, but like a best of
Yeah.
quotes from the Avenue
Right.
type thing.
Like,
Yeah.
since we're talking about
Like,
Wisconsin,
no.
Top
Like-
10 nicknames?
Oh, God.
I was
you
only like
idiot.
50 miles from
idiot.
Green Bay. I plan. Me and my dad plan to travel to Green Bay. We want to see what's up there. But we did travel around. We stopped at a couple small towns and ate some good local food. And let me tell you, what's interesting about the state of Wisconsin, I figured out that there's these boat canals and there's these drawbridges. Every single stoplight in small towns, there's boat traffic. They're all like, and I find that interesting. It's sort of, and then there was this one restaurant we went called Bowinkle. It was in Illinois, and this was last year. It was quite good. It was my dad and his friend Billy. And then we just stopped at a bunch of gun shops, and
Cool.
Of course you did.
Of course I did, Riley.
Drones and guns. Okay, cool. So, what's our other topic for today? This was a two-parter.
Oh, and one more thing. There was this really cool display at EAA AirVenture where this literal MiG-17 full afterburner just in this jet truck on a runway, screaming at 300 miles per hour. This son of a gun pilot in this freaking MiG-17 just literally sideswipes this truck. Literally is flying.
Your volume.
I don't care right now because
we do.
I
loud.
was seeing it.
Especially me.
Oh my gosh. And
Needless to say, Matt's excited. So you're going to like Leo's, I'm not going to say anything, but his new book is about the AirVenture. And it has stunts.
No,
and-
it's not EAA AirVenture.
I know, but it's similar, so I think
and
Matt's going to like reading it.
I know one of your clients, well, I can't say this, never mind. But there was these group of T6 Texans that were really cool there that were doing all these.
That was a pretty good airplane noise in the head.
It was like, it just was so nostalgic. Just
So we
to
need
see
to
some.
set Matt up for Foley work.
And,
Okay.
And then I saw a bunch of Douglas A4 Skyhawks take off. Man, it was just Top Gun
Cool.
to the max.
So,
So back to our other topic, how to pick up chicks at truck stops. What was it? Oh my God.
what is it actually,
smoking,
Riley? I believe you
abandoned?
suggested this one.
Well, seeing as this was recorded on
It's being recorded on Valentine's Day.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Bobby. Seeing as this is being recorded on Valentine's Day, my suggestion was, how do we find love being autistic? Or
Find or define?
define. It was define love. Forgot my own dang topic. Clearly, I need one more cup of coffee.
Well, I'm the old guy in the room, so I would
The old
say
geezer.
that you don't have to put labels on it. I think younger people are always just afraid of love, and I think younger people, and I did it, and we all do it, and you just grow out of it. But you kind of put all these things in your head of roadblocks ahead of time when it simply just needs to be, hey, you want to go out to lunch, and it doesn't have to mean anything other than let's go eat. You know what I'm saying?
And then
from
if it
there, you
becomes
talk,
something.
you get to know the
Right.
person, and you'll be like, I don't ever want to eat with this person again, or I think I
I'd
want to
like
eat with
to
this
eat with
person
this
again.
person
You know,
again.
so then you go, hey, let's grab dinner one night. You know, so I think autistic or not, I think if you guys are interested in pursuing girls, you just have. It starts with just
Hang on.
Hanging
Let me
out.
stop you right there.
okay.
Matt's not interested.
Before you start selling your stupid propaganda, let me know from my mind how I think about this. Okay? It's not that I don't want to date, but I got too much damn stuff to do that I have no time to focus on girls right now because
So-
it's not that I don't want to, but I don't want to give up my freedom to do what I want because then I have to worry about someone else. Because I can't do
Remember
that.
what-
I don't want to right now.
Remember
I'm not at
what
my point
Dieter
in my
was
life
just-
where I
Hey.
can worry about someone else and pay their bills and pay their electric.
Hey,
Like,
Matt,
there's my
Matt,
spiel.
Matt,
You have me?
Matt.
And what did I
Oh
just
my
say?
God.
To my point.
I'm not afraid.
That's not what he
I
said.
didn't say. I said to my point. You've added on so much more to a lunch that doesn't exist. You don't have to worry about asking a girl out.
I dated a girl for 3 years, and you don't pay their bills. That's not.
Well, my point is, I'm not at my point in life where I could have another person to care about just yet. Okay, that's what I'm trying to say.
That's fine, and that works for you. But I'm saying in general, we always make excuses and we miss out.
I'm not making excuses. It's
Yeah.
on the bucket list. It's just not right now.
That's fine. I'm just saying
That's the next quote. Getting a girlfriend. It's on the bucket list. Matt.
Matt. Save that one. I want to start making a list.
Yeah.
It's on the bucket list. Trust me, guys.
Quotes from.
Trust me.
Quotes from.
A girlfriend. It's on the bucket list. Trust me.
guys.
We need to make your bucket list, man. We gotta actually write this whole thing out.
I don't trust you to make my bucket list. I don't know you well enough.
I'm just
Especially with Dieter. I know him a lot, but he scares me making a bucket list. I don't know what he'll have.
Yeah, I can.
No,
see
I'm
that.
just gonna copy all of what you say is on your bucket list, write it out. That's
I
all.
just say it starts with asking somebody out for
No.
lunch, and it's just lunch.
None of y'all can.
Or you know them for like forever.
I just would call him. I did that numerous. So you just walk up to a girl, hey, let's have lunch. They'd be like, get away from me, freak, or they'd be like, awesome, And then I'd go have lunch with him. We'd have a good time, and
Right.
I mean,
I did that numerous times.
That may work for you. Everyone's different.
It's called fishing. You got to just keep casting the line.
Well, hey, Dieter, I feel like you are throwing out your viewpoints as if I would need to follow them. It's
No
not
one
true
has said you
because
need to
let
follow
me tell
them.
you what.
No
let
one.
me tell
Hey,
you
Matt.
what.
Matt. No one has said you need to follow them.
That's
No,
right.
I was about to say everyone's viewpoint about this topic is different. So therefore, I think it's important, good for you, Dieter. I mean, same to all of
How
you
would
guys.
you do it?
I would get to know the person. Hypothetically,
So, like Dieter said.
Exactly.
but I wouldn't be a creepy stalker about it, okay?
But he didn't say you'd be a creeper stalker about it. You'd go out to lunch.
That's yeah.
Well, yeah, but sometimes some girls, if they don't know you, like, for instance, I have a friend, Allie Decker. Hey, Allie, if you ever see this, I'm gonna.
if you ever hear this,
If you ever
because
hear,
it's on you, man.
Yeah.
if you ever hear this, whatever. You get
These
my
waves
point.
ever reach your sweet, sweet ears.
Okay,
Oh!
Alex. Yeah, let me get my point.
Do we have like love music while Matt talks to Allie here?
I need to
Hey, chill.
You got me there too.
He's angry now.
It's all right.
You could edit that in later.
Control thyself.
Oh my god. Matt, you have had so many Matt explosions today.
Yeah, donuts.
I didn't have donuts.
Well, maybe you need donuts.
Maybe you need a
I
donut.
don't need no stinking donuts.
Is the lack of sugar getting to you then? Is that the issue now, man?
That's right.
No, it isn't. It's just
As I
I'm
was
being
saying-
honest, okay?
I need to
yeah.
reprogram the pads
That's right.
to get better things
Right.
in here.
Hey, Brad's been quiet
I
for.
had nothing to say.
I was getting ready to throw it to you, but
Well, sorry.
One more
Oh,
point, and Brad.
So you don't know anything about love? Nothing to say about love?
Me and Allie have been friends for a very long time. We've known each other since we've grown up, And
Right.
this is an example of someone that, even though she has a boyfriend, long story short, we still hang out, we still text, but other than that, we're just our own separate people, but we're very good, great friends.
And that's awesome.
But like I feel like time and time again society, or let's say quote unquote pressure, people sometimes just, oh, you're single, you need to get a date. Like, I wish people would stop, and let others think how they want to do it, because I'm sort of sick and tired of how people sometimes make decisions for you. So that's it.
Saying you
Who's doing
should
that?
isn't making a decision for you. It's just a suggestion.
I'm sorry. It's just, I'm very passionate. I don't know.
clearly.
That's good for love.
Oh!
Okay, whatever.
Yeah, let's not kill Bobby's ears.
Sorry, Bobby.
Yeah. All right, now I got something to say.
Okay.
Of course, what Matt briefly said about his friend Allie, he likes to have her as a friend.
And that's fine. That's awesome.
That's right. Yeah.
There's-
Yeah. Same with me for other friends that I had that are girls as well. Yeah. Some may have boyfriends. Some may not.
That's awesome too. There's nothing wrong with that.
Right.
I've got several that are like that.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of any guy who, when dating a girl, is like, you can't have any other friends that are guys. Nothing ticks me off more than that.
Right.
Because, like, 9 times out of 10, I've been friends with the girl for longer than you've been dating them. So, take a back seat.
And nothing better than getting a couple broken up too. That's big fun.
Not gonna lie, it kind of is.
Have you done that at all, Dieter?
Once.
He can neither confirm nor
Once or
deny.
twice.
Once, one, two,
We actually ended up.
seven.
We actually ended up on TV. I was in a car wreck with her. And we were on a date while she was still dating the other dude.
Scan man.
And we made television. and
God.
my friend called me. He's like, "What are you doing out with her?" I'm like,
I was in the house.
"Okay, we got
Scanlon.
the love doctor just entered."
Yes, sir.
Oh God, Dieter.
So Tyler,
basketball player.
the topic started out as how do you define love, but now we're more talking about. I don't even know what are we talking about.
Picking up chicks at the truck stop.
There you go. Pretty much.
No, I was saying that I think lots of times young guys put too much emphasis on stuff that doesn't even matter. Just ask the girl out for lunch. Nothing more than lunch. And if you want to have another lunch with her, then have another lunch with her. Otherwise, you know what I'm saying? Instead of going, oh, I got to get married to her, I got to, you know.
Oh, yeah.
In terms of love, don't even worry about all that crap. Just ask her out for something, you know, let's go listen to music or whatever, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, there's definitely no rule book. Like, there isn't a step 1 through whatever that you have to go through. Like, even if it seems strange, if you guys are both interested, like... who
Well, there
cares?
is a rule book. You got to talk to her.
You do have to talk to her,
So,
yes.
rule number
absolutely.
1, you got to talk.
Mm-hmm. And don't wait too long to shoot your shot either.
Right.
No,
Been there.
you all make
It
great
sucks.
points. You all make great points,
You know,
but everybody's different. I
You
just
know,
know
when you're-
from my point of view.
you're chatting with them, and then they hit you with the, so I have some news, and you're like, what is it? And they tell the friend group, I've had a boyfriend the last 2 months, and you're just like, waited too long.
Or just ignore it and keep the game plan going.
Damn, dude.
No, I'm serious. I mean, you know,
I guess.
husband's one thing.
Playing the long
Boyfriend is
game.
free game.
I mean,
You all make great points, and I just think
you know, when it's time, people date, and I think it's just stuff.
Classic example. My wife ended up dating my best friend for 7 years. I was there on the sidelines in love with her.
Mm-hmm.
But she married you. My
and
point
she ended
is,
up marrying me
is,
because I ended up being
but
friends
she,
with her and
but
I kept
she,
asking her
but
to
it
lunch.
took a while, but she realized that,
Right, because I kept asking her to lunch and her feelings were growing for me because I was more fun and I didn't interfere with their relationship. I just literally was like, hey, let's go grab dinner.
Right.
And we grew a great friendship, and then the friendship ended up being stronger than the love she had for the other dude.
Mm-hmm.
So there you go.
And you've been married how long?
20 years this year. Flies by too. It
Crazy.
flies by. So, love doctor, what's your advice?
I mean, I kind of like what you were saying. Just talk to people. I mean, that's the easiest way to find out if you like someone or don't like someone.
Exactly. You see if they like movies or if they like,
Sometimes someone looks good, like they're attractive, but then you talk to them and you're like, wow, I don't get along with that person in that way at all.
That ruins looks for me. There was this really, really hot girl in my school named Rachel Sperling, but as soon as you talked to her, she was a total B to you. And I didn't think she was cute after that.
Right.
I was like, you're mean,
A lot of
and I don't
times-
like you. I don't even want to see you.
right.
A lot of times, in my own experience, I'm not sure if this is with girls, but with guys especially, if they don't have a disability. I've noticed, they treat you different. You could say a bunch of things, but it's almost like they don't take you seriously. I don't know. It's just from my own experience that I don't know if this is with girls too, but I just feel like if I'm going to date, hypothetically, in no means, in the future, 10 years from now, you happy, audience? Good.
Calm down, Matt.
Well, I'm preaching to the choir.
What are you saying?
That was a metaphor.
We need Big John to sing.
Oh,
Right.
gosh.
It's a metaphor.
He hums a lot. He sings.
Oh, that ought to be our outro. Big John singing.
Like,
I'm flooding the bathroom. Third time this week. It's getting sploshy.
We're dropping stink bombs.
Right.
John, we love you. John's actually working today, packing boxes.
Yes, sir.
I want someone that, like, I've thought about it. I just want someone that if I treat them nice, they'll treat me the same way.
That's a man. You gotta have that.
And I think I just want someone that isn't like, I don't want any of those clingy types. I've heard about them. I've seen it. I just have heard about the types that people.
It's rough.
God, I hate them so much. And then they have to put their stupid story on your life. Well, nobody cares about your stupid story. So
What are we talking about?
I don't know. This is just from experience.
You've dated?
You had a clinger?
No, I haven't.
Oh,
You had a clinger?
No, I just have known some people who it ended badly for them.
It's okay.
What's up, Ryan?
And I just don't. That's why I'm so like, yeah. That's why I'm like, okay. Girlfriend type noted.
Looked like you were gonna say something, Riley.
I know exactly the type you're talking about, Matt. My brother dated one of those. Trust me.
I hate them with my every soul.
No, I mean, the more she hung out, the more my brother's ex hung out with us, and us being my family, the more clingy she got to my brother.
See, and that's like, okay, are all girls